So let's talk about one of the most powerful things you can do for your own self-respect, and that's knowing when to just walk away. And our guide for this idea? Well, it's a very, very unlikely one. You might have seen this in a famous Werner Herzog documentary. There's this moment that just sticks with you. You see this one single penguin, and it just breaks from the colony. It goes against every single instinct for survival. It doesn't go toward the ocean for food, not towards the group for safety. No, it turns its back on everything it has ever known and just starts walking toward these vast, empty mountains.
So what is going on here, right? Was this penguin just confused? Was it some kind of madness? Or was it something else entirely?
Well, the scientists, they had their take. The conventional wisdom was, oh, the penguin is just confused, it's disoriented, maybe it's sick. They actually gave it a name, the Nihilist Penguin. They just assumed it was walking off to a meaningless death, a glitch in the system.
But what if they were all wrong? What if that's not the story at all? What if we look at this not as some kind of mistake, but as a completely deliberate choice? Not an act of giving up, but an act of being absolutely focused on something those scientists just couldn't see.
And look, this is where this whole story might just hit home for you. Because if you've ever felt completely lost in the static of modern life, maybe it's in the dating world or trying to deal with never-ending family expectations, or just feeling like you're in a society that really doesn't value you, you might understand that penguin's choice on a really deep level, a level that science can't quite explain.
To really wrap our heads around this, first we have to understand what the penguin was walking away from, and we're going to call it the noise of the colony. Now, the colony, it's not literally a bunch of penguins, right? It's a metaphor. It's any place in your life that is just loud, demanding, and constantly draining you. You know the feeling. It could be that job where you're just a number, a cog in a machine. Or maybe it's a relationship where the rules keep changing and you feel like you can never, ever win. That's the colony. It's the chaos. It's the noise. And this, right here, is such a crucial idea. See, most people stay put. They stay in the colony because they're more afraid of the cold, of being alone, than they are of that slow, grinding destruction of their own spirit. But a Stoic flips that completely. The Stoic path recognizes that the real danger isn't being alone. It's the constant, soul-eating noise of the colony. So, okay, the colony is the problem. What's the answer? Do you fight it? Do you argue with it? No. The solution is what the penguin did. It's all about the power of the turn. Just think about how the penguin did it. It's so simple, it's elegant. There was no big dramatic squawk, right? It didn't fight with the other penguins. It didn't try to get a group together to go with it. There was no final argument. It just turned. And that is the lesson. When a place is poison, you don't owe it a fight. You don't need its permission to leave. You don't even need closure. You just need to turn. And this is the absolute key, so listen up. This act, this turning away, it's not nihilism. The scientists had it completely backward. Nihilism is the belief that nothing matters anyway. This is the exact opposite. This is pure stoicism. It is the deep, profound belief that you matter. You matter so much that you have the right to remove yourself from poison, quietly and with your dignity intact. So how do you do it? Well, you can really think of it as a 3-step process. First, you have to recognize the poison. You've got to be brutally honest with yourself about what is actually draining your life force. Second, you make a conscious choice. You choose your dignity over the need to be accepted by the colony. And finally, number 3, you just turn and walk. No big speech, no apologies, no drama. Just a quiet, powerful decision to save yourself. And you have to understand, this walk, it isn't an escape into nothing. It's a journey towards something absolutely essential. But listen, you gotta be ready for this part. The colony will not understand, they can't. From inside all that noise, your quiet departure, it's gonna look like madness. They'll project all their own fears onto you. They'll say you're lost, you're having a crisis, because your choice fundamentally challenges their own reality. But you'll know the truth, won't you? You're not walking towards death. You're walking towards a new beginning. You're walking toward a place, and that place might be a state of mind, or a whole new life, or just a moment of peace, where your dignity, your self-respect is not up for negotiation. It's the bedrock. It's everything. So, in the end, this was never really about a penguin, was it? It's about you. It's about looking at the colonies in your own life, really listening to the noise, and asking yourself that hard question. Is it time to turn? Where is your path leading?